This is gonna be quite a match. Playing as the Order of the Dragon in the color blue, it's Anotant against his opponent. Playing as the English, it's Bully Decal. Obviously, both players very good. Anotant, extremely good player, obviously. Gallic Decal doesn't get behind. We're talking about a Conquer 3 level here, and he's already going there for that board. English, it's probably the best civilization for this map. Already getting that board here at the middle. English is just so annoying in this map. It's just extremely annoying. No, can get a just because of the white tower, and let's be fair, English is annoying in every map, but in this one where there are not much space, no, those white towers and those Berkshires are quite a game changer here. You just don't deny some resources or protect your base. You just protect 50% of the map. Maybe it's just quite. It is quite wild English here. Order of the Dragon, on the other hand, not as wild, but things can get really spicy here. Because in this map, anything can happen. We're talking about Socotra. A map with very little space, very little resources, a lot of water, and no fish. Pretty much artificial water. But you can send a ship here just to harass the gold of the opponent. In every spawn, they always, I think it's always, but they always have the gold in the back, so it's always a possibility to just, you know, harass the gold with a military ship. Well, Gully Decal already very happy with the start, getting that very early board. Nothing can contest English villagers. Nothing can contest them. Already getting early wheelbarrow. It's like having the time of their life. Akan Chapel gonna be there. I mean, you don't want to put it at the front, to be honest. Otherwise, your economy will just get pretty much denied. You're gonna lose quite some farms here, but to be honest, in this game, if you manage to build farms, it's already too late, probably. You want to go for those resources, but Akan Chapel seems like a... I don't know. I think I would prefer main work at this point. Definitely extra gathering rate for those villagers. It's like a really good thing. But most likely you're gonna be out in the map. But definitely gonna help you in the early game, for sure. I have quite a lot of wood next to it. I'm buffing all those villagers. Meanwhile, Gully Decal not messing around. Getting that Consing Hall up with 5 villagers. Gonna start harassing his opponent. Against Order of the Dragon, you really don't want to give them any space. Already putting an outpost here just to secure the food. How much food left? If I can click on the board. If I can click it. There you go. 1.2k food left, so it's still quite a substantial amount of food that Gully Decal have secured for himself in the near future. I mean, well, stable coming up for Anotan. And he may arrive on time, to be honest. He may arrive on time. Talking about 3 seconds left. Not quite the best timing. I mean, timing and Order of the Dragon are not exactly... are pretty much opposite words. And just when the horseman arrive, the outpost is built. And now the horseman is forced to retreat for now. This is as fast as it can get, to be honest. Anotan just have a horseman in the field in minute 4 and 40. They just take quite a lot of time. They cost a lot of food. So that's the best you can do is this. But Gully Decal already securing the board for the nearby future. Horseman will try to take down the... Snipe the scout. Has the chance actually to take it down. Denying valuable information for his opponent. And never mind. Outpost already here. And you don't want to afford losing any single unit with Order of the Dragon. Meanwhile, the first batch of the Lombos are already coming. Let's take a look at Anathan's vision. He's just scouting to see if there is any Lombo there. Barracks are right there for Galidiko. He's gonna be having the classic English push with Spearman and Lombos. I'm gonna wait for a little while. Definitely, he not gonna be sacrificing his Lombos. Gonna play very safe. Not in a rush. Already securing the board. Quite in a really good position. Half wheelbarrow. Everything it's good for him. Meanwhile, Anathan cannot engage those Lombos yet. Spearman already there chasing that horseman. And archers already out for Anathan. Looks like Anathan will be heavily focused on archers. Kind of like I have a feeling it's gonna be pretty much a mass archer kind of thing. I'm not really sure, like, if that's gonna happen. But, you know what? It could work. It could work. Order of the Dragon archers are just really good. Really good. You know what? Blacksmith coming up for Anathan, deciding I'm gonna stay in the castle age. We're gonna fight here. You're not gonna build your white tower. Not in this map, please. White tower in this map. Come, have white tower here, Berkshire here, and that's it. You control the whole map. Oh my god. I'm surprised that Galidiko actually went for that field aggression. To be honest, all the decisions that make the English, it just feels so comfortable for them. So if we do aggression, that's good. If we do fast castle, that's good. Like if we go to TC, that's good. Everything's good for the English. Walls coming up for him. No dog for Anathan. I think about getting one. Getting that mill. Potentially getting wheelbarrow very soon. And numbers are increasing for both players. At this point, Galidiko just needs to win a fight here. Just needs to win a fight. Secure his position. And probably finish it up in Castle Age. Anathan just needs the same. He needs to have a good fight. It's very hard against the English in the Feudal Age, but he needs that. Farms coming up for him. And here we have +1 range attack. I'm already liking it. He just doesn't have the numbers yet. Although these look quite low. Problem is, I think there's plenty of Lombos to one-shot those archers. And that's the problem with those units. They do have quite a lot of HP, but they don't have the attack that usually Order of the Dragon have. They do attack twice as fast, so 1 second attack speed is pretty much double. 1.62 attack speed is the normal, so it's not quite the best unit, to be honest. Archer's gonna snipe the villager, not gonna be building that outpost. And at this point, Galidiko just can't wait a little bit. Wait for getting that outpost, and eventually getting those outposts in the map will just pretty much guarantee that he wins all the fights with that network of castles. Especially when you already have Lombos coming for you. +1 range attack coming for the English. Not really thinking about getting those farms yet. You know, there's plenty of food in the map. Let's just get those. We'll be securing the deer and the berries here. Honorable English player. That's for sure. That's for sure. Honorable English player. We don't see those these days. We don't see those. Meanwhile, archers is sniping those spearmen. Does Anotan have vision? He does have vision, although the Stealth Forest is not really quite helping him. He does have the scout here. He did kill quite a lot of spearmen. Only one spearman left, meaning he can potentially start producing those horsemen. At least one just to tank the damage. These guys do have quite a lot of damage, quite a lot of health, and they can just survive quite a lot. And while the enemy is trying to snipe your horseman, you can just try to kill it. Got Order of the Dragon Archers, just so much DPS. And horseman goes down, unfortunately. Anotan is like, you know what? I'm just tired of this. I'm just gonna go with the man-at-arms. A classic move. A classic move. Hello, Claire. How are you doing, man? We're doing great. We're doing great tonight. More eco upgrades coming for Anotan. Already 11 minutes into the game. Let's take a look at the income per minute for both players. Gully Decal, a slow but steady, building a huge mass of lombos. Scout goes down, meaning Anotan won't have vision to take down the lombos. Meanwhile, Gully Decal does have the vision and does have the buff, the attack speed buff that he needs. Single man-at-arms, just tanking the damage, but Gully Decal is just gonna focus on the archers. And archers just doing quite a lot of damage. Anotan just having man-at-arms just being a really tanky unit. But not going for main work, pretty much. You don't get access to golden cuirass. So it's just not gonna be it's not gonna be a good time. It's not gonna be the greatest time. Meanwhile, Gully Decal just going with some lombos. "24 lombos already there on the field for him. He's gonna already recover the mass that he lost. It's like more units are already there for Gully Decal here. It's gonna be camping Anotan. And Anotan does have quite a big archer mass too. Not only that, he does have access to those man-at-arms. The English player also mixing some man-at-arms here, so he's gonna be having a good time. Already starting the farm transition. Feel really good for now. Feel really good. Meanwhile, Gully Decal with 36 lombos can potentially think about starting to ram the base. With already very established outposts on the field, giving that attack speed bonus to all those units. 1.12. Sorry, 1.30 something. That's quite outstanding amount of DPS that these archers have. Now, no melee units for Gully Decal. It's gonna have to kite to best of his abilities. And that's actually not the greatest fight for Gully Decal. Actually, Anotan is pushing back. He does have the attack speed bonus. Man-at-arms are just working quite well for him. Definitely working quite well. Lombos looks like Gully Decal will actually clean this up. He's gonna deal with the archers first, and And now he does have a... I think he's in a good position now. I think he's in a really good position. More farms coming for him. Meanwhile, does he know Anothan eats on the deer? He doesn't know, I think. He haven't scouted the outpost yet. He's gonna know soon. He's gonna know soon. Anothan just rallying his units here. He knows this position is very, very important for him. Outpost getting placements just now. And Anothan is just pumping more units. The longer the game goes for Anothan, I think it's gonna be really good for him. Order of the Dragon just doesn't have the economy to just have the momentum they need. But the longer the game goes, you know, the more production buildings you have, you quite can produce a lot of units. Really, really fast. Really, really fast. Outpost going down here. And looks like Galidika will be forced to put an outpost here in the back. And looks like he's committed to just take down this area. Still quite a lot of food here. So if he denies those berries and deer, the rest is just here in this area. And this already has some outposts. No emplacements yet, but it's gonna have to force Anothan to move to another food source. More archers coming for Anothan. I'm talking about 17 archers, that's quite a big number. Gully Deagle now this time has quite a lot of man-at-arms too. Ram gonna try to take down the outpost. These units not have the buff yet. Don't have the buff yet. Man-at-arms is gonna be there in the front line to tank some damage. And I'm not really sure what will be the outcome of this fight. I'm kind of underestimating the power of those archers from Order of the Dragon. And Gully Decal gonna have to is forced to build another ram. It's forced to build another ram for sure. And Anothan is forced to repair the outpost, so more production buildings coming from Anothan. It's gonna be the same composition for both players. It's pretty much, it's almost a mirror. Like, same composition for both players. Although I'm not so sure, I'm still not sold on the idea of the Order of the Dragon archers. I think they're a really good unit in the Castle Age, just because they get those extra upgrades, plus 3 range armor. But in the Field Age, not so sure about it. But we're about to see. We're about to see who's gonna push who. Ram takes down the outpost. And Anothan doesn't have enough vision to push into the English army here. Gonna have to build another outpost here if he wants to protect this area. Politico, slow but steady. He's taking control of the map with those lombos. 41 are already there for him. I'm surprised both players haven't gone for actually a dock to deny the goal for now. Very risky outpost, but Anothan doesn't know about this. Slow but steady, building those outposts to give the attack speed for all those lombos. And no melee units for Gully Decal. He's just gonna be forced to build rams. Meanwhile, farm transition looking really good for him. Let's take a look at how many farms he has. Only 14. Gonna have quite a few more. Anothan, on the other hand, has 16 farms around the Akron Chapel. Definitely having a solid food economy. Solid food economy for sure. couple of ramps already there for Galidiko, as well as a couple of more man-at-arms just to tank the damage. I wonder if one of those players will actually go to Castle Age. At this point, looks like they're fully committed to playing the Field Age. I know that does have the numbers. It's just that this network of castles is such a good bonus. Now man-at-arms, of course, at the front line once again. And we will see soon who's the king of archers here. Is it gonna be the Lombos? Is it gonna be the Order of the Dragon Archers? And this Lombo mass is looking really scary. It becomes to a point where the extra HP for those archers, it just doesn't matter anymore. You can just A move and you will snipe some of them. Fortified outposts already here, and Anatan has run out of wood for now. Very nice play for Galidiko. He's fortifying that outpost. Definitely will secure that food position for him, and he's gonna go there for that production, as well as another outpost in the front. A slow but steady pushing with 60 Lombos. Ram's gonna be taking down the archery range. Barracks, it's the next. 70 archers. 65 archers. 72 military units in the village. It's quite scary. How many archers you need to take down a man-at-arms? This is amazing. It's just really amazing. Now Anatan, it's out of wood. Just move the villagers away. And looks like Galidiko will just move right into Anatan's economy. Already killing 15 villagers. Putting him quite ahead. Quite ahead. It's a big number of Lombos. Big number of Lombos for sure. That's But you're fighting under the town center. Never underestimate how much damage the town center can do. Especially in the field age. You don't want to lose your precious mass just because you fight under the town center. More ramps coming for Galidiko. Oh, more man-at-arms coming up for him. Not really. They're tanking the damage. These Lombos can handle themselves, and Anatan taps out. Well played by these two players. Quite a chaotic game. I didn't expect this. I was expecting a white tower rush, to be honest.